Hi, this is Ryan from NowGamer, and this is a review of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I should point out that I haven't had time to edit this video in any sort of fancy, meaningful way, so to make up for that, I've got Sam Smith of Play Magazine.
YOLO!
God. Anyway, so there's already 50 dislikes, cheers.
Sorry.
So Blood Dragon, it's good.
It is good, yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I really liked Far Cry 3. That's one of my favourite games of last year. And this is just more Far Cry 3 with Michael Biehn in it. Yeah. Basically.
So what's the? I already know the answer, but what are the differences between Blood Dragon and Far Cry 3?
Far Cry 3 doesn't have blood dragons in it, whereas Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon has blood dragons in it, which is quite a core difference.
This is working out well.
No, it's completely standalone. It's set in some weird 80s vision of the future. You play as a guy called Rex Power Colt, who is basically Michael Biehn crossed with the Terminator, crossed with, I don't know. You have cool guns, everything is retro and 80s. There's a story in there somewhere, I'm not sure. There's awesome music done by these guys called Power Glove. And yeah, it's basically more of the same Far Cry 3, but everything is shinier.
See, what you should have said is, unlike Far Cry 3, this doesn't have crafting, for example.
That's a good point, actually. You can kill the robo-dogs and the cyber sharks, but none of them give you skins, and you can't upgrade your backpack. So sorry if that's what you like most.
And also, if you melee attack and nothing's in front of you, he gives a middle finger.
That is excellent. It is quite fun to flip off giant blood dragons.
And these differences matter.
Yes, just as they bite your face off.
But it is, for all intents and purposes, the same game. The one thing I actually found about Blood Dragon, I don't know if this is because I played Far Cry 3 a lot or not, was I thought it was a little bit too easy. Did you find that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Far Cry 3 was too easy as well in itself. It's one of the easiest.
Whoa, pro gamer.
Yeah.
MLG Super Pro Sam Smith.
Well, I literally am. But no, Far Cry 3 is quite an easy game, and this, again, is quite easy. But I don't really mind that, because it's one of those games you play just to mess around on and have fun. Like, you know, if I want a challenge, there's plenty of challenging games, but if I want to punch out a cyber shark, there's only so many places you can do that, you know. Plus, this looks just like he's looking through the eye of the Terminator with the little scrolly thing in the bottom left.
Well, this is the other thing I wanted to get onto, is obviously it has a lot of reference to 80s action films like Commando, Predator, Aliens, Terminator, blah, blah, blah. If you were younger, say, and you weren't brought up in those kind of films, would you enjoy this as much?
It might be a bit lost on you. Like, one of my favourite bits is when he picks up some money and he goes ching 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 and then launches into the beginning of Raining Blood by Slayer, which again, just most people would just not understand if they haven't listened to Slayer. But I think you could still enjoy it. I mean, I missed the 80s, but I've retroactively caught up. So yeah, I mean, it looks so pretty. I love this kind of 80s neon art style. So
how long did it take you to get through it all?
Not that long. A few hours. The core island's quite small compared to the original, and there's not a huge amount of story missions. But for the money, it's still pretty good value. There's a bunch of extra stuff to do, and you can kill blood dragons. Yeah,
it's 1,200 Microsoft points, and for that price, pretty much, would you say the best value, or not?
It's up there. Yeah, it's, you know, if I had 1,200 Microsoft points to spend, this is one of the things I'd recommend most. Because, it's even if you didn't play Far Cry 3, the fact that it's standalone and it does work so well on its own, you know, you really need no prior knowledge.
If you're watching the video and wondering what I'm doing, by the way, I am throwing cyber hearts to try and get the blood dragon up to the top of a mountain. I can't remember why I did that, but I did.
That's a good point. Yeah, you can rip out cyber hearts from your cyborg enemies, because everyone is cyber. And for some reason, the blood dragons follow the cyber hearts. And yeah, it leads to stupidness like this. Why didn't you just shoot it?
Because this is entertaining.
This is entertaining, actually. It is quite fun to throw a cyber heart at an enemy and watch him panic and then get... Oh, and the blood dragons have eye lasers, which is pretty cool.
And some of them have brain cages on.
Yes, brain cages, which control them until you shoot off the brain cages when they flip out and start killing everyone. It's not entirely serious, this game. You might have picked that up. It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek.
But anyway, we're rambling now. It's a really good game. If you liked Far Cry 3, you'll definitely like this, because very, very similar. And if you like 80s action films, as you all should do, also brilliant. And if you like good games, it's brilliant. So basically, it's brilliant. Any closing words, Sam Smith?
It has Michael Biehn in it, and I'm always happy for that guy to get a paycheck.
Right. Bye, Sam.
Snack time.